The Pittsburgh Steelers at 2-6 host the 3-6 New Orleans Saints. Saints coming into Pittsburgh being favorites by 1.5 points with an over-under of 40 here. AJ, I believe the Steelers. Let's try and get this one right. I think the Steelers were on a bye. We're also on a bye. Kenny Pickett comes back here. It's against the Saints defense that is starting to wake up. What do you want to see from Kenny Pickett? And what do you expect to see from Kenny Pickett here in yet another game, this one against a better defense in the New Orleans Saints?
I expect him to use his legs. I need to see that escapability that made him one of the better quarterbacks coming out of Pitt in a while. Over the last 2 weeks, he's been sacked 8 times, obviously not counting the bye, and had 4 interceptions in their past 2 games. You know, if that's going to be the case, you're never going to find some of these targets that you have. You lost one in Chase Claypool, and honestly, he was looking for Chase Claypool. One thing that Kenny Pickett had been doing was spreading this ball to his receivers. Now you get to hone in on some talented players. Now you don't have to worry about getting the ball to everybody. You can get those targets to Deontay Johnson, and hopefully he starts catching some of them. You can get those targets to George Pickens, who will make the crazy catches. You can have Pat Freiermuth be a bigger part of this offense and be a safety blanket for Kenny Pickett. And when none of those options are there, use your legs and escape. You're a rookie, I get it. You're overthinking, and I get it. But simplify the game for yourself, and Mike Tomlin will help you do that. He's one of the better coaches in the NFL. With Kenny Pickett, he's good at finding his receivers. He's good at spreading the ball around. Spread it thinner. Get the people involved who are going to make those plays, and then as you start getting your rhythm, then you can do something that the defense isn't expecting. Then you can go to a third or fourth option down the field. So that's my safest route to success for Kenny Pickett. It's going to be a tough sledding, though.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 8 interceptions for Kenny Pickett on the year. It has not been that great, but we talk about all the time. Rookie quarterbacks, they can tend to struggle in their first year. Want to see some positives for Kenny Pickett. Start limiting those turnovers, but start making more plays. I mean, you can turn the ball over you want. You just have to start making plays and making a difference. It's another game that Mike Tomlin is an underdog, though. He does not like being an underdog. He's got a winning record as the head coach. Again, as the underdog, a lot of games this year where the Steelers not going to be favored. On the Saints side of things, AJ, it's Andy Dalton yet again being the starting quarterback for them. We've talked about it before. It's been the Jameis Winston, Andy Dalton conversation. It seems like it's becoming more and more Andy Dalton's team. What are you seeing from the Saints offense, and what do you want to see from them in this game?
I mean, they've been finding ways to keep going. Like, despite, what I mean by that is you look at this roster, and yeah, Chris Olave has been great, but you haven't had Jarvis Landry. You haven't had and won't have Michael Thomas. It's been the Taysom Hill, the Alvin Kamara, the Juwan Johnson show, and the Chris Olave show. So they've found a way to work well with what they've had, and it's been paying off. I'm still not entirely sure what we're seeing from Andy Dalton that they weren't getting from Jameis Winston. Now, granted, we didn't have a lot of Jameis Winston to really find out, so that must be something that they're seeing internally. And I'll give Andy Dalton the fact that he does know who to look for and when to look for him. But this offense, you have to start at the top. Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, Taysom Hill, Juwan Johnson. That's the way. That's your pecking order. That's who you need to run this offense through. And especially this week, being quick to get off the ball with guys like Kamara and Chris Olave, because there's a very good chance T.J. Watt's back in the lineup. And normally we'd say with T.J. Watt in there, they're probably going to win that game. I think he has to do a lot more to make up for what Kenny Pickett may bring to the table. But that defense is going to look a lot different than when it has T.J. Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick back there. So,
yeah. Huge additions, huge returns for the Steelers if they can get those guys back on the defensive side of the ball. I want to touch on one last thing before we get into our predictions, at least for the Steelers. Got to get Najee Harris going. Got to get this running game going. I don't even know if I want to say it's Najee Harris anymore, but got to get some type of running game going to help out Kenny Pickett and help his development, because that's going to be huge moving forward. Got to get him going. You had a big investment in Najee Harris. Find a way to make him an efficient running back. I don't know if it's the offensive line or it's him, but there's something wrong going on there. Maybe get Jalen Warren more involved. He's got some explosive plays in him. Do something with him. Got to get something going in the running game for the Pittsburgh Steelers to help your rookie quarterback. With that being said, I do not have the Steelers winning this game. I think the Saints pull this one out 26 20, and just something about this score and this game. I'm like, man, do I want to like go with the upset here with the Steelers because I'm bouncing back and forth? But I'll go with the Saints here, 26-20.
Yeah, 26-20.
Yep,
it's a good score there.
Yep.
Looks very familiar, but that's cool. I won't do that to you.
Is it? Wait, what?
It's cool. It's cool.
What happened? I'm confused.
I don't know how it happened, but it's cool. I'll take the other score.
Wait, so, what? I'm confused.
My picks, I definitely gave you the score 26-20 for the Saints. But that's okay.
Well, maybe I have a 24-18 then.
I think you do.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I have the graphic wrong. No, I have that right. No,
that's what you put.
That's weird.
It's cool. Weird. It's cool. 24-18. The Saints win this game. It's still a 6-point swing, and it's cool, and it's fine, and it's wonderful. You do a lot, man. It's okay. Like, a couple numbers, 6 points, 6 points. That's what I meant to say. 2 field goals, 1 touchdown, a mixed extra point. No Chris Boswell. It's probably the mixed extra point. It's all good.
Guaranteed 26-20 across the board here. Saints win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't believe I messed that one up. Whoopsie.